Hello. Okay, so this week has been amazing. Friday, I drove with a bunch of friends to Northampton to see Amanda Palmer at the Pearl Street nightclub, and I actually saw Keisha and Zephyr there, which was unexpected and amazing. Amanda Palmer was awesome, as expected. And then after the show, I bought 2 t-shirts, including this one and this one. I bought Amanda's book and got it signed, both by Amanda and by Neil Gaiman. And I got hugs from both of them. And then I passed out in a haze of fanboyish ecstasy. Then I got home at 4:30 in the morning, slept for 3 hours, and then went to work. Then I went to a friend's house on Saturday, slept over there with another group of friends, stayed up far too late, had a lot of amusing discussions, fail at 30-year-old Trivial Pursuit, watched Mystery Science Theater 3000, and wrote incredibly horrible bad fic. So, for challenges. Paisley, I may or may not be wearing pants. You can try to figure it out for yourself. Signe, to sing a song, I'm going to sing something from Avenue Q. I'm not wearing underwear today. No, I'm not wearing underwear today. Not that you probably care much about my underwear. Still, nonetheless, I've got to say that I'm not wearing underwear today. That may or may not be a lie. Molly, I don't have a children's book to read, but I have a short story. Kind of a scary tale, I guess. George Flint loved to eat. Each day at noon he closed his camera shop for 2 hours and went home for a big lunch his wife Mina cooked for him. George was a bully, and Mina was a timid woman who did everything he asked because she was afraid of him. On his way home for lunch one day, George stopped at the butcher shop and bought a pound of liver. He loved liver. He would have Mina cook it for dinner that night. Despite all of his complaints about her, she was a very good cook. While George ate his lunch, Mina told him that a rich old woman in town had died. Her body was in the church next door. It was in an open coffin. Anyone who wanted to see her could. As usual, George was not interested in what Mina had to say. I've got to go back to work, he told her. After he left, Mina began to cook the liver. She added vegetables and spices and simmered it all afternoon, just the way George liked it. When she thought it was done, she cut off a small piece and tasted it. It was delicious, the best she had ever made. She had a second piece, then a third. It was so good, she could not stop eating it. It was only when the liver was all gone that she thought of George. He would be coming home soon. What would he do when he found that she had eaten all the liver? Some men would laugh, but not George. He would be angry and mean, and she did not want to face that again. But where could she get another piece of liver that late in the day? Then she remembered the old woman lying in the church next door waiting to be buried. George said he never had a better dinner. Have some liver, Mina. It's just delicious, he said. I'm not hungry, she said. You finish it. That night, after George had fallen asleep, Mina sat in bed trying to read, but all she could think about was what she had done. Then she thought she heard a woman's voice. Who has my liver? It asked. Who has it? Was it her imagination? Was she dreaming? Now the voice was closer. Who has my liver? It asked. Who has it? Mina wanted to run. No, no, she whispered. I don't have it. I don't have your liver. Now the voice was right next to her. Who has my liver? It asked. Who has it? Mina froze with terror. She pointed to George. He does, she said. He has it. Suddenly the light went out, and George screamed and screamed. I hope you enjoyed that charming piece of literature. So, I need to issue a challenge or ask a question. Okay, challenge. Show us your headphones. These ones are mine. They're Sony, they cost about $20, and the cord is really long. But, you know, they work. That's why I got them. Well, I mean, I got them because they were cheap, but they're cheap and they work. That's all from me. Bye.